All right, what is up, YouTube? All right, I'm gonna be telling a story about how me and my friends got caught sneaking out. Um, Looking back on it, that we planned it out horribly. Everything was just so bad. All right, so before the sleepover, we were all talking on I think Fortnite, and we're all like, we should sneak out. Let's do it. So we're all like, all right, we pick my house, guys, I kid you not, we were planning this out. We were like, okay, we know my parents, have they sleep, we got this, we can do this. So the day finally comes. We're all at my house and we're all having sleepover. Before we sneak out, we're, playing a lot on my PlayStation. A lot on my PlayStation. And if you know anything about PS4s, when those things got hot, it would stop working. So we were playing on that so much and our phones so much. Remind you, I had an old phone with T-Mobile on it. I don't know if it was just me, but T-Mobile could not connect to my phone. I could walk 5 feet away from my house and then boom, it would say SOS. So it was a bad phone. We played on our phones and my PS4 so much it started to overheat. So around 8:30, my PlayStation, when it would turn on, it would literally say, like, hey, it has to go into rest mode for a minute, or the game just wouldn't work properly. And like I said, my phone was so old, it just wouldn't turn on. It wouldn't it would tell me it was charging, but it wasn't. It was just a lot of weird stuff. My other friend's phone had an Android charger, and I had an iPhone. And my PS4 wasn't charging anything, so his phone wouldn't charge, and he just wasn't on it. My other two friends' phones were just acting up. I don't remember why, but they just were acting up. So that all happens around at 8:30. We're all getting bored. My friend. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys my friends' names. It was me. Well, hold on. We can't use the real names because when we got caught, my parents did a good thing. Love you, mom and dad. And they didn't tell their parents. So we're gonna use four names: athlete, Pilly, and big man. Just just trust me on the names. And big man is kind of oh, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out. I'm like, no, it's not even 10 yet, I think. Remind you, none of us knew the time. We're trying to stay in my room to make my parents think we're going to sleep. No, they could hear us. And eventually, I just had enough, and I was like, all right, we're going out. Because big man keeps annoying me, and he's just being annoying. So we're like, all right, let's go out. Remind you, it is 10 o'clock. Now, looking back, it was 10 o'clock. We are sneaking out at 10 o'clock. Curfew at my town, I think, is 11. 11. I know. So, my room. Okay, so if y'all. Wait, y'all have never been to my house. Okay, so my room is here, and then the door is here, right? And then you kind of have to walk to my back door, which has my back porch. But during that time, the floor is very creaky because I think it was new flooring or before we got the new flooring. So, we're trying to walk through carefully. We took a long time, and the distance is not very long. It's 10 feet, I think, maybe 20. Now I'm looking at it, and we're walking. We get to the door. Guys, this door was built in the 1950s. This is an old house. And it's like, yeah! I'm like, oh, shoot. And then there's a screen door. If you know anything about old screen doors, if you let that go, boom, it will make a loud noise. So, I open it for everybody. They all come out. And they didn't walk ahead. They kind of stood by me. And I closed the door slowly. And then we're at the back porch. Me and Athlete didn't make a noise on that. And that was probably the loudest part out of the whole, getting to the road, to the, actually, no, getting out of my house. Sorry. we are at the fence. We are about to jump the fence. Because at my fence, there's this old wooden part that you can just, like, literally put your leg over and get over. All of a sudden, me and Athlete here. Big Man and Pilly have somehow fallen on dry wood. I mean, not like a little stumble, like a full on legs up in the air and everything. And I'm just like, how? There was no ice. No nothing. So I'm like, all right, let's just get to the park. And remind you, the reason why we were sneaking out was literally to meet up with my friend and my 6th grade girlfriend. I was sneaking out for an elementary girlfriend. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Clearly. So we're, walking down the road, we're trying to like hide behind buildings because, cars are going to call the cops on us. No, they ain't. We finally make it to the park. Big Man's like, Isaiah, I gotta pee. Ain't no restaurants open. Like, it's probably 10:30 now. I'm like, go pee in that corner. We didn't know this. There was a stop motion light. He goes, he's peeing. Mid pee, that stop motion light turns on. I look over. This man is running, and pee is just flinging, is going everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then right after that, my 6th grade girl calls me, my girlfriend. She goes, we can't make it. Our mom and dad said no. All right. And my friend couldn't make it. And then, we're like, all right, let's just go home because none of us really want to be there anymore. So we're all walking. We're at this alleyway that's near my house. Literally, it was the alleyway, a stop sign, and then the road. Like, we were so close. And then my phone finally starts working again. Guess what? There are 25 unread messages from my mom and dad saying, where are you? Dad's looking for you. Answer the phone. And a lot of missed calls. I think it was 10 missed calls for my mom and dad, like, combined. And my dad's calling me. I look at Athlete, and I'm like, should I answer it? I thought it would be a bright idea to not answer my dad and just hopefully get in the house without them knowing. They know we're out. Oh, I swear we were sleeping. They would have fallen for that. What was I thinking? And then I tell my dad we're at the end of our street. Dude, I swear, when we were walking home and he was following us, that felt like Batman. That felt like Batman following. We finally get home. My dad and mom are like, go in our room. I think I'm about to get hit with, I think I'm getting spanked to death, My friends get shoved in my room, We get interrogated, like they're the police. My mom and dad thought we went out to smoke. Because that was the first thing they asked me. I said no. They're like, why did you go out? And I was like, we went, I'm almost crying. We went to the park just to meet up with old friends, and we were just really bored. And my mom and dad, I think we were relieved that's what they heard. Like, we went out going, ding-dong ditching, egging houses. No, we went out to go meet people and just hang out for a little bit. And then my friend said the same thing. And then they were like, just go out to your room and don't do this again. I was like, okay. So yeah, that's it of episode 1. If you guys like it, and if you guys want me to do more, comment down below and I'll make more episodes because I got a lot more stories.